A small town in America's Midwest has become the focus of a crucial election issue: Chinese investment in America. The community of Green Charter Township in the battleground state of Michigan is deeply divided over a proposal to build an electric vehicle battery plant. It promises to bring thousands of jobs, but its opponents raise several concerns, the biggest being that the company behind the factory has strong links to China. Mitch McCann traveled to Michigan to investigate.
Much of America's Midwest is an escape from the pace of big city life. This is the city of Big Rapids in Michigan. It's peaceful and the world seems to turn that much more slowly here. But just outside of it is Green Charter Township, where tensions are at boiling point, and farm owner Lori Brock is feeling the heat.
I mean, if you saw some of the posts that they put out there, they're outrageously horrible, threatening people, threatening our animals, threatening our people.
Lori has found herself at the centre of a dispute, making this rural community the focus of international headlines. Goshen, the US-based subsidiary of a Chinese company, plans to build a $2.4 billion electric vehicle battery factory just south of her farm. It promises well-paying jobs in an emerging industry, a chance for a local economy to thrive. But Brock is deeply troubled by it, and she and her friends are fighting to derail the project.
I think the Americans should be putting and investing into American companies, not Chinese companies. China is our #1 national security threat, and if we go to war with them, we could be devastated if they were here.
Ormond Hook is fiercely opposed to Goshen's plans too.
So this is still the Goshen land. There's 270 acres.
Hook is part of a group that helped overthrow the township's board of trustees for supporting the proposal.
Why is America voluntarily surrendering to the economic wishes of China? You know, in the old days, we fought wars with bombs and bayonets. Now it's through business, you know, the world of business.
Several US states have banned Chinese companies and citizens from purchasing land in America. But President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act has allocated billions in green energy subsidies. That has encouraged foreign investment in the US. Goshen, it's reported, received $800 million in subsidies from the state of Michigan. It now owns some of the land on which the facility is set to be built on. While some residents are furious over the plans for an electric vehicle battery factory, not everyone feels the same way. We're about to meet Carleen and Jim, who say it would be great for a community that needs it. Small business owner Carleen Rose says Mecosta County, where Green Charter Township lies, is one of the poorest counties in Michigan, and thinks this factory being here could breathe life back into it.
Our children move away too. This is an opportunity to keep them here. This is an opportunity for us to grow. It's an opportunity for us to shine.
Supporting Goshen's plans hasn't come without consequence, according to Carleen and her friend Jim Chapman. He was tossed out as the township supervisor for supporting the project, while Carleen says aggression at local meetings made her fearful.
I was actually taking mace with me. Now that is ridiculous. I never thought ever in my town that I would experience what I experienced.
The pair, who say they're not receiving incentives from Goshen, say they're no supporters of the Chinese Communist Party. They insist, though, that Goshen isn't that and find the suggestion it'll spy on Americans laughable.
What are they going? Come on in and spy. What are you going to get? Carleen's fudge recipe?
Chinese investment has become highly political in this battleground state, one that could decide the outcome of the election. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance rallied on Lori Brock's farm recently and criticised the project. Donald Trump posted online that the plant would, quote, put Michiganders under the thumb of the Chinese Communist Party in Beijing. I am 100% opposed, he wrote. Democratic nominee Kamala Harris mentioned China once during her convention speech, compared to Donald Trump, who did so 14 times.
I will make sure that we lead the world into the future on space and artificial intelligence, that America, not China, wins the competition for the 21st century.
But the Harris campaign has spent less time talking about China and has focused on other election issues. Goshen and its lawyers didn't respond to requests for comment, but its American Vice President of Manufacturing has previously said allegations that Goshen is bringing communism to America are completely false, and that the company takes environmental laws extremely seriously. The future of this project is currently being battled out in the courts, while the land that Goshen has already purchased sits ready for development.
And I, at 70 years of age, have no intentions of keeping my mouth shut about this, even though many people would like me to.
When you grow up in America, you just don't willingly surrender. You know, our bureaucrats do, but the peasants don't do that.
This small town in America's Midwest has become a big battleground in the competition between the US and China. Voters now face the crucial decision of whether Kamala Harris or Donald Trump is best equipped to navigate the risks and rewards of foreign investment on their doorstep. Mitch McCann, CNA, Green Charter Township, Michigan.